Hey, what's up everyone? It is me, E-Queen, back with another tarot reading video. This video is for the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or Midheaven. And stelliums as well. Cannot forget about the stelliums. So this segment is, like I said, is going to be for the earth signs. We're going to go through Taurus, then Virgo, then Capricorns, readings and stuff like that. If you would like to get a reading from me, an astrology chart reading from me, or tarot reading from me, my links are in the description box. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay? Hey, what's up, Taurus? Welcome to your timeless Earth element reading. So for your reading, I pulled 8 tarot cards, which we're going to go over, and I also pulled 4 guidance cards. So on the top row, you have Princess of Swords, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands. On the second row, you have 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, Prince of Cups. So, right off the back, as I was laying out the cards for you, Taurus, I got this sense of bouncing emotions with the mind. Bouncing the heart and mind is what came through as I was laying out your cards, like I stated. Let's start off with the Princess of Swords. So I feel like this is an energy where you guys are like in your head, especially your feminine like energy. I'm feeling like you have like this call to be androgynous for some reason. Because it's like you see the woman with the crow, and she's just staring off into space. So I feel like there's just like this call to unify, like the left and right side of your brain, if that makes any sense. And then also, like, she's holding a sword, and like there's like this, it looks like a veil, and like an invisible veil between the physical world and the spirit world. So I feel like there is, what's coming through is that I feel like there is like this, of course there is. Of course it's October. Of course there's this, the veil is thin. That's what the spirit is saying. The veil is thin. You guys may be seeing, you may be seeing spirits. Okay? Now with the 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, communicating from the heart is going to be very important for you to do, Taurus, because out of the heart, words flow. Okay? Things come about. Your intentions come from the heart. So, and then I also feel like you need to really be, some of you guys really need to think before you speak, or think before you speak. That's what's coming through. Now I'm also seeing with the Three of Swords, I'm seeing that you guys are like gathering yourself emotionally. That's what I'm getting. Like gathering yourself emotionally. I'm also seeing that this transit for you, Taurus, that you're leaving some people behind that are very close to you. Okay? That is what I'm getting. I'm also indicating between the Six of Swords and Six of Cups that there has to be you have to be balanced mentally, and you guys need to balance yourself emotionally equally. Okay, it's one thing to be balanced in either side, but you need to be balanced on both sides equally. And then also what I'm getting with this Six of Cups, I'm getting a sense of going and reflecting on childhood issues. What's that word that I'm looking for? Childhood regression. I'm hearing childhood regression. This Five of Wands sitting here in your reading, Taurus. This is indicating to me that there has been like this internal tug of war for some of you guys. I don't know why that's coming through, but that's what I'm getting, like this internal tug of war. Yeah, like it's like how can I describe it? It's not between your heart and mind, but it's to that analogy, but like more so where it's like there's this war versus doing what makes other people happy versus what makes you happy. That's the best way that I can describe it. So it's like this internal battle going on within you, and you're battling pleasing others versus pleasing yourself. That's the battle. And it's also affecting your resources because, like following the Five of Wands is the Five of Pentacles. There's fives and sixes here. Prince and a princess. So this internal war that you have going on within yourself, Taurus, it is affecting your resources. And you're having this internal war between your desires and everyone else's desires that is around you, is because you need to speak up. You need to take charge and speak up. I'm also seeing for you guys, Taurus, this transit, that communication is going to be the main avenue for you to bring in money, bring in resources in your life. That's what I'm getting, because it's like if you look closer, you see the Taurus symbol and the Mercury symbol. So Taurus is money, Taurus is resources, Mercury is communication, talking, and you got a lot of swords in your reading. But not just any communication, communicating from the heart. And that could include talking, that could include writing, that also can include drawing, creativity, because pictures and symbols, they communicate to us as well. This Eight of Cups, there's going to be but you guys are really being called to go into the depths of your mind, to go into the depths of your emotions. And then I'm also seeing like you guys getting into like your own Scorpio energy. I mean, Scorpio is opposite of you, Taurus. That's for some of you. But really, like, getting into the depths of your unconscious or subconscious mind. Really, I'm hearing like doing subconscious work. Subconscious work is what's coming through for you. And then the Prince of Cups. So this is another. And this at the top says mutable water. So I'm hearing like the that Pisces energy. You guys do sextile Pisces. But yeah, I'm getting the same thing as I've gotten with the Eight of Cups. Going into the subconscious regions of your mind. I'm hearing programming. Program the subconscious mind through visuals. A lot of visuals. Yeah, Taurus, like you guys need to really get into like your subconscious mind, like programming, using vision boards, using pictures and symbols to recalibrate your subconscious mind, because you're really being called to do this subconscious work. This is like in the subconscious, that's the heart. And this is what I mean, like bouncing off the heart and the mind. Okay? I'm also seeing with the Prince of Cups is that a lot of you guys are going to have prophetic dreams too. So you may already be having prophetic dreams this transit. But I'm seeing that that's going to continue. It's going to be a theme for you. Some of you guys may have a lot of 12th house placements. That may be your natal chart. That may be your solar return chart. That may be your lunar return chart. That may be even your progress chart. But, yeah, and or like Pisces placements. Some of you guys may have Pisces placements. Some of you guys may live with a Pisces. But I'm hearing like dreams, vision boards. Write down, Spirit is saying write down your goals that you want to accomplish, and then put like a symbol of that goal next to it and meditate on that symbol. Some of you guys are being called to meditate. Okay. So that is it for the tarot portion, Taurus. So let's go ahead and get into the guidance oracle cards. So first up, you have palmistry interpretation. Next, you have Aquarius, which says, this energy is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. The next oracle card is good fortune, invite magic in. And the last oracle card is Sun in Scorpio, a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. passion. So I feel like with the palmistry card as your first guidance card, Taurus, I feel like this the swords energy and the cups energy in your reading, I feel like that the interpretation of that is going to be a case-to-case basis based on who you are, and like how your chart is set up, circumstances, who you live with, your environment. I think the interpretation, it can vary from person to person. I'm also getting with this card that you guys need to be able to interpret symbolism. Spirit is calling you to interpret symbolism. Like I said, in your reading, you need to meditate on symbols. Okay? You need to meditate on a vision board. Because symbolism is like symbols or a universal language. Okay? They transcend talking language, the language of talking. They transcend that. Then you have Aquarius. This energy is freedom, loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Aquarius is an air sign. The swords in the tarot deck are of the air element. So, and then it talks about like Aquarius being freedom loving. You need to be free to speak your mind, free to communicate what's on your heart. And then also says rebellious. Now this reminds me, like I said in your reading, Taurus, that there was like this tug of war. Okay, like where you're pleasing everybody else, but you're not happy because you're not pleasing yourself. You need to be rebellious. Sometimes rebellious is not a bad thing. Sometimes being rebellion, it in fact can be a good thing. Okay? Then you have good fortune, invite magic in. Let me tell you something though. When you begin to use symbolisms and pictures to reprogram your subconscious, that is when you essentially are inviting magic into your life. So yeah, it goes like I'm hearing like that vision. Pay attention to the visuals. Pay attention to the imagery. Pay attention to the pictures. Pay attention to the symbols. All of that is inviting magic into your life. Okay? And then you have Sun in Scorpio. Passion. A passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. This reminds me, like I said, Pisces energy. Scorpio and Pisces energy is definitely the most mysterious energy. And I know, Taurus, that you sit opposite of Scorpio, but you do sextile Pisces. So yeah, like add a little mystery. This phase for you and this transit for you could be a little intense, okay? It could be a little intense. It could be very mysterious. It could be very passionate. And then also it's like, you're being guided to go with the flow of mystery with this Sun in Scorpio card. So that is what I get for you, Taurus. And I will talk to you on my next one. Bye. Hey Virgos, what's up? Welcome to your timeless earth element reading. As you can see, you have 8 tarot cards in your spread, and then you also have guidance cards to go along with your reading. So I'm going to first go ahead and go over the spread that I have laid out for you. So on the top row, you have the Chariot, 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Judgment. On the second row, you have Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, the Lovers, and the Empress. So Virgos, let's get into this reading. Starting with the Chariot. So I feel like there's going to be some news, some breaking news coming through. That's what I'm getting, like breaking news. And I'm getting like for some of you is going to be pleasing with this 6 of Cups next to the Chariot, and for others it's like the news, you have to ponder on it, if that makes any sense. Like for some of you guys, you're going to have to ponder on what you heard, on the information that you received. And I'm picking that up from the Page of Swords. Okay. I'm also seeing with the 4 of Cups next to the 6 of Cups and above the Lovers. I'm feeling like there is a sense of disappointment. Some of you guys may be cutting ties with friends. Others of you guys, you may be doing some soul searching with this Lovers card. This Lovers card it's speaking to me in like 2 different ways. It's about like falling in love with self. For like some of you guys are being called to fall in love with yourself, Virgos. And for others, you guys are being called to get more into scrying. So I'm here for some of you Virgos that you need to scrying more. Back to the 4 of Cups. So yeah, like I'm feeling like you guys, you're really, I feeling like for some of you, it's like, how can I put it? It's like you guys are really harping over a loss or something. Like you're not paying attention to like what's in front of you. You're really like dwelling on what's behind. And Spirit doesn't want you to continue to like be down about what you lost or like what you perceive as a loss. Okay? Because it's like it's time to move forward. And this brings me to the Judgment card in your reading. Yeah, like there's no turning back. It's time to move forward. It's time to rise up. You're being called to rise up. And you need to rise, Virgo. Okay, this is what I'm getting with this Judgment card. You need to rise up into your position. Some of you guys are being called to take the throne. I'm getting this with the Empress card. Yeah, like some of you guys, I'm hearing throne, I'm hearing take your position of leadership, being called leadership. And being very practical about it. I mean, you are, after all, an earth sign, and the Empress is ruled by Venus. Venus is very methodical, very practical, very sensual. I'm hearing find your inner wealth with this Empress card. Find your inner wealth. That is what I'm hearing. With this Eight of Wands, I'm hearing victory for a lot of you Virgos. Victory is the word. Triumph. I'm hearing overcoming obstacles, mental, emotional obstacles is what I'm hearing. Triumphing. I'm also hearing a rebirth. There's like this, here a rebirth of a passion of yours, or rebirth of passions. Okay? That is what I'm getting. Rebirth of passions. And this also could be rebirth of friendships as well. Because you do have the Eight of Wands below the Six of Cups. And if you look at Six of Cups, in this deck, it seems like they're having fun. You know, they're gathering together as friends. Okay. Then I'm also hearing like taking the first step, taking initiative with this Page of Swords. Taking initiative towards leadership. Because you remind you that the Page of Swords is below the Chariot. And taking the initiative towards your ambitions and your goals in life. That's another thing that's coming through. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of you guys really need to move forward from the past. Stop looking back at the past. Okay, I'm hearing that you're reflecting too much on a loss or losses, and you need to move on. So this transit, really, Spirit really wants you to move on and move into leadership. For you Virgos, and doing this and how you're gonna get there is letting go of the past, making decisions that are beneficial to you, and scrying. Okay? So that is it for the tarot portion of your reading. So let's go ahead and get into your guidance cards, which the first oracle card you have is Oracle, Wisdom. The second oracle card you have is Capricorn, which says the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. The next card is Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. And your last oracle card is Sun in Cancer. Focus on your home and love. Home. So let's start off with the first oracle card, which is Oracle Wisdom. This transit for you, Virgo, is about using discernment. It's about using wisdom in whatever it is that you do. Especially when it means moving forward, moving into your position of leadership. Okay? The next card you have is Capricorn, which says, and I repeat, the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. I'm hearing the word calculated risk. I'm hearing the word calculated risk. You're being guided to take calculated risk at this time, Virgo. That is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that taking calculated risks is going to get you closer to your goals, or get you to fulfill your goals is through calculated risk. Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. And see, this goes back to stop dwelling on the past. Don't be dwelling on the past. Don't be dwelling on coulda, shoulda, woulda. But live your life. Live to the fullest. That's what the Empress card is about. That's what the Empress is about. The Empress is about living life to the fullest till it overflows. Okay? And that's why it came up under judgment, because judgment is like, okay, this is the end of the line. What have you been doing with your life? Okay? What have you been doing? Have you been living a fulfilled life? Have you been living the fullness of life? Live to the fullest, Virgo. Live it up. And then last oracle card is Sun in Cancer, home. Focus on your home and love. Okay? Stop chasing friends and people who may not want to be around you. Okay? Stop doing that. Focus on your home. Focus on your family. Put your attention on that. And again, that brings me back to the Empress in your reading. The Empress is someone that focuses on home. She focuses on her family. Focus on that inner love. That inner love, which you got the Lover's card. Self-love, self-care, nurture yourself. Okay? So that is it, Virgo, for your reading. And till next time, bye. Hey Capricorns, welcome to your Earth element reading. So, Capricorn, I have pulled for you guys 8 tarot cards, 4 oracle cards for guidance for this reading. And so this reading may apply to you if you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, North Node, Midheaven, or Capricorn Stelliums. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this reading, okay? So on the top row, you have the Ace of Pentacles, Strength, Queen of Swords, 4 Wands. On the second row, You have the Wheel, Justice, Page of Wands, and Four of Swords. So let's get into this. Now, first of all, what I'm seeing is a change of direction. And I'm seeing this through the Ace of Pentacles on top of the Wheel. So I'm seeing a change in direction. Some of it may be a change in direction financially, and the other change of direction could be like in a change in your character, a change in your personality, for lack of better words. But that is what I'm picking up on. Okay. Now the Strength card, I'm getting that for a lot of you Capricorns, that I'm hearing the sense of regaining your strength. Regaining your strength. I don't know who that is for, but I'm hearing like it's like you know, I'm getting this sense that like for the past few months or so, you've been like feeling depleted as far as your energy. But this transit for you Capricorn, you're going to be gaining your strength back. Okay, you're going to be gaining back your energy, your power. Okay. And then also you're going to be distributing your authority. You're going to be exercising your authority more often with this Queen of Swords here. Okay. This Queen of Swords on top of the Page of Wands is indicating to me that you're gonna there's like this, like, I'm getting a sense of business imploring people, or like you being a position where you're gonna be like in a governing position, if that makes any sense, Capricorn. I mean, of course it does. You are the sign of government and rulership, but if you're not in a position of rulership, Spirit, that's where Spirit is leading you to lead, to be a leader. Okay? And you know, this page, the Page of Wands, the Page card, these are people who you have like your subjects, like you have power over. And so you're being called to lead them, and they're looking toward you for guidance, for leadership. Okay? Back to the Strength card. Now with the Strength card on top of Justice, I feel like balancing out your energy is really is really playing a key factor in you regaining your strength. I'm getting the sense that a lot of you Capricorns have been like, your energy has just been scattered, and therefore you've been feeling drained and fatigued and tired. And so you're being called to balance out your energy, to balance out your strength. With the Four of Wands, I'm hearing play. I'm getting this sense of playing, a sense of lightheartedness, a sense of creativity. So I feel like a lot of you Capricorns are going to get into your creative mode. Like, you're going to strategically be creative. But this is like something that that you planned out, because you do have four of wands on top of the four of swords. Okay, so it's like you ponder on it, you meditate on it, and you come up with all these creative ideals. I feel like a lot of you guys, a lot of these creative ideals is going to come from you meditating, you going within. I'm also sensing with the four of wands on top of the four of swords, hearing creative writing. You may be writing creative novels, creative tales, creative children's books. And that may be a business plan. Okay, that might be a new direction when it comes to resources, or when it comes to you going in another direction, going into another path. But I'm hearing like children's books, creative writing, a lot of creative writing. Creative writing could be anything. You may be writing creative blogs that are entertaining to others. Okay. Now with the wheel next to the Justice card, I feel like with these two coming up next to together, because I have to talk about this because these two are major arcanas. They came up back to back. Okay? And they go next to each other because the wheel card is number 10, is the 10th major arcana, and Justice card is the 11th major arcana, and so we have to talk about this. Now with the wheel, with Justice following the wheel, the wheel coming before Justice, this turning point is going to be one that calls for like a sowing and reaping, like a bouncing of the scales. Okay? This is also a time where like things are just going to like go in such a way to where it has to be done. It's like it's written. It's like, what is the words? How spirit? It's like this has to happen. There's no way of getting around it. When the Justice card shows up for whatever reason, best believe that that's what it is. You're getting served up justice. Things are going to be made right. Things are going to be carefully calculated and dished out evenly according to the deeds, according to what's on the books. So this turn of direction, it's going according to the books. Okay? It's going according, I'm hearing the universal law. I'm hearing cause and effect. So the effect is balanced out with the cause in this new direction. This direction, some of you guys may get into sorting out legal matters in your favor. Okay? And some of you guys may be in a position to where you are able to understand the universal laws and take advantage of them. Okay? Because the wheel is like, the wheel card is like the universe. Okay? The universal circle. And then you have the justice. That's like the laws. So it may be a time to where the universal laws, you understand it to the point where it works for you and not against you, Capricorn. Okay? Page of Wands. Now, I already said what this is, but I want to touch on it a little bit more because I'm seeing with this Page of Wands, I'm seeing getting in touch with your youthfulness. Okay? I am seeing like getting in touch with your childhood. Okay? And then I'm just seeing like a lot of authority, power, and authority in your reading. So I'm seeing this with the Strength card, the Justice card, and the Queen of Swords. Okay? So I'm like getting like this surge of power. I'm also seeing you guys speaking what is on your mind, willing things with your tongue. Okay? That is what I'm getting for that. Now, the Four of Swords, like I said, a lot of you guys are going to be going into retreat. A lot of you guys are going to be going into seclusion in order to birth those creative ideals. Okay? Because it's like the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands, that's more of like those childhood, that creative, those sparks of imagination. And the Four of Swords, that's meditation right there. That's going within. I'm also hearing the sense of transmutation. Okay? Mental transmutation is what I'm hearing. This is a time for mental alchemy. This is a time for transformation. Transforming your thoughts. Okay? Transforming your thoughts to something that is beneficial for you in your life. And therein lies your strength renewed. Okay? So, that is what I get for you, Capricorns, on the tarot part. Now let's go ahead and get into your guidance cards. So you have 4 oracle cards here. You have Wishbone, Affirmation. The next card is Potential. Think big for your future. The next card you have is Sun in Sagittarius. Stride out into new territory, adventure. And the last card you have is Capricorn. This energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hard-working. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. And this is funny because Taurus, was it Taurus or was it Virgo? I forget. I think it was Virgo that got the I don't know, but one of the other fellow Earth signs got the Capricorn card as well. But let's start with the wishbone. Now, as you can see, this is like the splitting of one bone into 2. It says affirmation. And I feel like this card really ties into the Queen of Swords and the Justice cards that came up in your reading, because it's like the Justice card is the one that bursts forth and speaks for and says what is lawful. And then the Queen of Swords, you know, she kind of is like the Justice card, because like whatever the Queen says, it goes. What the Queen says is law. It's affirmations. It's affirming things. So you're being guided to affirm, speak things, speak it, and it shall be so. So that's what Spirit is guiding you to do. Speak what's on your mind. Speak what's on your heart. Affirm it. And then your next card was potential. Think big for your future. Okay? So I'm seeing this really tie into that Four of Wands energy, where I said about the creativity. Yeah, so it's like Spirit really, really wants you to use your imagination on a regular basis. I'm hearing like use your imagination on a daily basis. That's what I get from this guidance card. Okay, using your imagination, dreaming big, thinking big. 'Cause that's what they mean by think big. They mean use your imagination. Okay, so you have to use your imagination on a regular basis, on a daily basis. It has to be like a part of your routine. It has to be a part of your daily schedule. Okay, imagination. And then the other card was Sun in Sagittarius. Stride out into new territory. Adventure. See, and this goes with this is what I'm talking. This reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel, like a new direction. A new direction, moving forward. And getting the strength and the strength card, having the strength to move in that new direction, to go on that new adventure of life. You're really being called to lead. And leading is very adventurous, believe me. Okay? So, yeah, like you're being called to go on the adventure, to go into the new direction of your life. New territories. Tread new territories. And then your last guidance card is Capricorn, which says this energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So I feel like this Capricorn card ties into the Four of Swords. I feel like, like this has you in your head, but it has you thinking hard, but it also has you going hard for your goals. It has you going hard to maintain your level of security. And Capricorn, this is your card. That last card right there, that is your card. And you know what's interesting is like in your guidance card is like Sagittarius showed up first and then Capricorn, which Sagittarius comes before you. So I'm feeling like this guidance card is really telling you like be in that Capricorn energy, but like learn from Sagittarius, Capricorn. Learn how to light up and think big, think bigger than ordinary life. Don't think ordinary, think extraordinary. And when you think extraordinary, hard work becomes creative work when you think extraordinary. Okay? So that is it for your reading, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Midheaven, and Stelliums. And thank you so much for tuning in to all the earth signs. And if you would like a reading from me, or you would like an astrology report, my links are down below in the description box, and you can feel free to check out my website, www.eternalrulers.com. And I will talk to you guys on my next one. Bye.